What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show, and today we're gonna... I got some allergy. I got some allergy. Cody, you got the air? What is going on with the air? Is there a ram in here? Oh my God! It smells like a team. It smells like a team that don't deserve to be in this. It's like a team. God, I'm allergic to this. It should have been the Saints in the Super. Oh my God, Tom Brady's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Whew. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I know there's going to be some people who are already hitting that dislike button because my Patriots won the Super Bowl. That's okay. I did this, and I'm glad that I was able to do so on this particular video because I'm sure there's going to be some people who hit the dislike button for other reasons as well. Folks, first of all, shout out to my Patriots who won the Super Bowl. We talked about this morning on Kicking the Bobo, and I said there that there was a very important reason why I knew the Patriots were going to win the Super Bowl. It's not because of Tom Brady. He honestly didn't even look that good in yesterday's game. But it was because the Rams didn't deserve to be there. There's an old saying in prison that goes, the ball don't lie. You'll hear that a lot of times while playing sports in prison, whether we're talking about basketball, softball, volleyball, or soccer, the ball don't lie. Meaning that if there's a bad call that goes in favor of the other team, the ball don't lie. And surely that team is either gonna lose or, well, hopefully they're gonna lose. Not all of the time does that happen, but the ball don't lie. The Rams didn't deserve to be there, and it should have been the Saints instead. And the funny thing to think about, had it been the Saints, they might have beat us. So this Super Bowl victory, our 9th time being there and our 6th time winning it, I'm dedicating to the Saints, who damn sure did deserve to be there, but instead got robbed. Whew, boy, my allergies, I swear they're acting up this morning. Moving on. Today, folks, we are gonna talk again about little Tay, 69, little Tatun, little what the f ever 69, little testimony for the prosecution 69, little snitch 9, little this dude is doing everything that I told you he was gonna do. Folks, there's no honor among thieves, and most certainly ain't no honor among some SoundCloud rapper thinking that they so hard gangsters. Y'all some wanksters, like 50 Cent said. Yeah, we're gonna talk about little Tabasco Sauce 69 in this video. And folks, no surprise, I called this from the very beginning. Is anybody really surprised to hear that this man, oh, he's snitching? You know, sometimes I just really like being right. I swear, I know a thing or two when it comes to doing time, and the folks who is getting ready to do it themselves or gonna do everything in their power to try to make sure that they don't do any time at all. Why do 10 when you can give a life sentence to a friend? Folks, now again, like I said, no big surprise that we all know Tekashi 69 is going to testify. He's a witness. He's probably going into protective custody. He's going to do everything in his power to try to ensure that he gets the lightest possible sentence, and it don't matter who he's got to take down in the process of trying to do that. But, folks, there is a major but. There's been a statement that's been released. It's actually been Tekashi 69's statement. And folks, there's some very interesting things about what this man confessed to and who he told on that I think you guys are gonna find just as crazy as I did. So first and foremost, I want to share with you guys this release statement or confession from little testimony for the prosecution 69. And there is something very, very crazy about all of this. In court, Tekashi admitted that he joined the Bloods in fall of 2017. He admits helping members of the gang attempt to kill a rival to increase his own standing in that gang. He also admits that in April, him and other members of this gang robbed a rival at gunpoint. Now, folks, that right there, admitting that you partook in this robbery, I mean, confessing, they say, you know, hey, just tell the truth. It'll be a lot better for you when you go to court. Trust and believe me when I tell you. Boy, you just admitted that you held somebody up at gunpoint and you a gang member? We're talking about RICO Act all over this. You're gonna get some time. It doesn't matter that you're coming clean about all of this right now. Trust and believe me. And it only gets worse. As far as the Chief Keef shooting or cousin who got shot or they attempted to shoot this dude, he says that he paid a person to shoot this rival member of his gang in an attempt to scare him. Hey, I didn't want him to kill him. I just had a 30 pack on. I didn't want him to kill him. I just wanted him to pop off a few rounds. Pong, 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 pong. We gonna bust all around this dude. Don't shoot him though. Don't shoot him. Cause they're gonna carry too much time. I'm gonna have to tell on everybody. I'm gonna have to tell on TMZ in an attempt to get out of that. But not only did he give up the supposed shooter in that situation, you know, I've always been of the mind state that just some people are just dumber than a And this guy, he's a perfect example of that. You know, there's such a thing as cooperating, snitching, testifying, pointing the finger out in the courtroom. It happens every single day. Again, there is no honor among thieves, and snitching these days is like a sport. Ain't nobody got time for prison. Prison? Ain't nobody got time for that. They're gonna tell on everybody and tell everything that they know at the same damn time, and you know what? This dude did exactly that and even more. Because not only did he tell everything that he knew, he also told so much on his damn self. And folks, that is proven with the fact that not only did Tekashi, little point him out in the courtroom, tell on the supposed shooter, it was him right there, bang, bang, bang. Hey, he thought we was playing cops and robbers out here in the streets. I mean, I was thinking that I was part of that thug life TTD train to go and all that, but you know what, when it comes to these Fed cases, I ain't built like this. I ain't trying to do 40, 50, or 60 years. I got a SoundCloud rapper career to get back to. Them young folks need me out there in them streets making songs that nobody understands the words to. Not only would he tell everything that he knew, he would also tell on himself, and what he told on himself about, folks, you're gonna find this next part very, very crazy. Tekashi also admitted to selling a kilo of heroin in 2017. Boy, oh my God. What did you just tell them people? You admitted to selling 36 ounces of dog food. Do you know what kind of time they're giving out for that? They don't even have to catch you with it. They got such a thing in the feds known as ghost weight, where all it takes is one or two or a couple of people to come together saying, yes, I bought X amount of this from that guy right there. How long did you buy it for? Every single week. What kind of quantity every single week did you buy? An ounce over a 3-year period. Oh, we're gonna put all sorts of kilos on this guy. Federal cases are very crazy. I don't know about these personally, but trust and believe me, I've been locked up around enough federal prisoners to learn and hear all about it. Because not only are those guys telling everything they know inside of the courtroom, they ain't got no problem telling you what they doing or what they're locked up for. Yeah, Joe, I'm back here from federal prison. They brought me back to this jail in Suffolk that houses federal prisoners. I was just doing time down in North Carolina. They brought me back here so I could go back to court because I'm trying to give back some of these 450 months, which comes out to what, like over 30 years? When you get jammed up in the feds, it is oftentimes thought, and the way I believe it is, you ain't got no choice but to testify. You ain't got no choice but to work with the prosecution. Because if you don't, you ain't never coming home. And little Tonka Trunk 69 thinking he was built tough like that toy Tonka truck, he just trying to get in where he fit in. Everybody in the feds snitching. I'm about to do the same thing, because I ain't about to wear all this time. Somebody else is culpable for this, just along with me. I'm caught, so all of you will be as well. Not only are they culpable, but they're also responsible, and I'm not about to wear all of this. No, sir, indeed. I've got songs to make for SoundCloud like Stupid. That's the only song I know by this guy. Never heard it. But judging by the name of the song, I've got a pretty good idea of what the song probably is. Stupid. Folks, the reason I'm making such a big deal about this one particular part of his testimony, this one particular part of his statement, him admitting to selling a kilo of heroin, folks, that admission of guilt right there, you were selling dope. I did not know. I am a federal agent. And you know, they say you learn something new every day. We had no idea that this little dumbass SoundCloud rapper was actually a kingpin. I am shocked, surprised, but trust me, you're gonna do your time accordingly to that admission of guilt right there. Folks, the reason I am making such a big deal out of this, not only is he in the courtroom doing the Dougie and the Kiki challenge, prosecutor, do you love me? This man looked like he's on the damn airport. What are the people with the little flag thing? Come on, plane. He's a flagger for the runway. It was him. He the one. And it was him over there. Not only is he telling everything that he knows, he told on himself. And he told on himself in such a way, folks, that I'm gonna give you my expert prison specialist opinion on what's gonna happen to him in this situation. And the only way that I feel like what I'm about to share with you won't come true is if he continues to go up and beyond in such an extraordinary way, telling so much more. I mean, at this point, the only way that I feel he could get out of any amount of time and what he's facing right now is still a substantial amount of time. We're talking years. 10 at the very least, probably 20, is if he goes ahead and tells on TMZ. Because in my wheelhouse of who is the top dogs in terms of law enforcement, it is TMZ, CIA, FBI, DEA. I might be a little off about that, but TMZ is definitely the top dog. You're gonna have to tell on them. They part of the reason why you're so exposed right now, all the way out there. Got your nose wide open in the courtroom. Do I smell a deal? It was him. Folks, this man, this person, Tekashi, just because he's working with the prosecution, do not think for a second that he is getting any more out of trouble. And in fact, with that admission of guilt right there about them drugs, this dude probably has gone ahead and buried himself only that much deeper. Because there is a good potential. When you're talking about heroin or crack cocaine inside of the federal system, the amount of time that those drugs carry is a lot. And then when you're talking about that large of a quantity through an admission of guilt, something they probably didn't even know about. Hold on. Federal Agent Guerrero right here. Hold on a little testimony. Let me get this correct. You're telling me, in your statement right here, I'm reading it right here. You're telling me that you sold a kilo of heroin? A whole kilo, 36 ounces. You're never going home. Folks, I'm telling all of you that to tell you this. Just because Little Taster's Choice is pointing them all out in the courtroom and making all of these statements, I mean, this man might as well be writing a novel for the prosecution. But no matter that, what this man has admitted to could potentially be worse than the situation where he's pointing the finger at the other guy, one of his co-conspirator gang member brothers, saying that he was the suspected shooter, who I'm not even sure if he actually shot the guy. I know one thing, I know the dude didn't die. There's a good potential Tekashi, with his own admission of guilt, could be facing more time than the people that he's still sitting here flagging down on the runway. It was him over there. Go ahead and park that Cessna right over there by the cooperation runway. Park it over there. Not only is he cooperating, he's also pled guilty to 9 felonies, all of which are really, really bad charges. Remember what? Oh, here they are. Pled guilty to a federal indictment. He copped to multiple counts of racketeering, conspiracy, firearms offenses, and narcotics. I don't even want to touch that. Boy, you admitted to guns and them drugs. Hey, there's an opening. I heard SoundCloud rappers, they're hiring right now. Because that guy, you ain't never going to see him again. And by the time you do see him again, he probably going to be looking like this. Shout out to whoever did this composite sketch of Tekashi 6ix9ine in 69 years. And he's going to be all but forgotten. 2 years from now, there'll be another Tekashi. It'll be a little tartar sauce, a little lighter fluid, 73. And the world will be all but forgotten about this guy and his polite gestures to so willingly offer up just so much information. Not only so much information about co-conspirators, but also about himself as well. Ain't nobody even gonna be thinking about that in the future. Sad situation that this guy found himself in. I've cracked quite a few jokes about him, but to end this on a real note, I'm not surprised by this. I called this from the very beginning. The dude was gonna cooperate, and I'm not telling you this because I wanna let you know that I'm right. I knew I was gonna be right because he was in a situation that was lose-lose all the way around the board. You were in a gang. They're talking about RICO, racketeering, conspiracy, weapons, drugs. You ain't got no choice. He don't got no choice but to try to work it out any way he can. And even with him doing all of this cooperating, it still ain't gonna be pretty when he gets that sentence. So again, even though I've made a lot of jokes, some would consider it clout chasing. It is. I'm gonna tell you what it also is that's giving you guys the facts, or at least an expert's honest opinion. I addressed this situation again to let you know, if you didn't know before, or if you might have been on the fence, there ain't no honor among thieves. When you're in a gang or when you're in that type of a lifestyle, whether we're talking about selling drugs or doing crime, it's only gonna lead to one of two things, as cliche as it sounds to say these things, prison or the grave. And trust me, my dumb ass has most certainly learned that myself. Learn a lesson from the situation that this guy's in. It's sad, but in the feds and even in the state system, 90+% of everybody who gets locked up for some serious crime, they're gonna be trying to do anything they can in their power to give back some of that time that they're definitely about to get. So if I could leave you with one final thought, sort of like on Jerry Springer, you remember how he does his final thoughts? Stay out of the way. And if you're involved in that type of a lifestyle, get out of it. Because I told you there's only 2 places that you're gonna end up. That's a guarantee. Name for me one successful person who has been in that line of work. I'll wait. Nobody? Anybody who got away with it? El Chapo? He got caught. If you're involved in things that you know are only gonna lead to a bad path, it might be a good idea to start considering trying to make some changes. Because also, take it from me, a person who had been a constant failure, a constant letdown, a person who had never had nothing, never accomplished nothing, not until I was 33 years old, lived a lifetime of failure. and a lifetime of that revolving door in and out of jail and in and out of prison, you can make the changes that you need to live a better life. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about it. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace!